All right, y'all, we're gonna try this again. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Nelly V. I hope y'all are doing amazing. So this week I'm doing something different. I am doing my Married at First Sight episode 11 review on live. That way I can just, you know, I don't have to like spend time editing and do all of that because it was a very hectic week for me. Just I'm going through a lot with like personal transitions and all this other stuff. So I was like, let me just, cut some time. I just finished watching the episode, so I just finished taking notes and all that. So that way it could just be quick and y'all can watch it later. But I'm really excited to share what's going on with, my other stuff on my personal side of my channel. So y'all look out for that. But yeah, so this episode, I did watch it on Wednesday, but I was like doing my hair, so I wasn't like focused. So I had to rewatch it today so I could get the notes for y'all. This episode was pretty like, basic. So I don't expect this video to be too long. So we're going to get into it. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, so this week, all the couples celebrated their Monthiversary. They all did like cute different activities. And we kind of got to see where everybody was at, it's getting to that point because at the month end, by now, where things are headed. Like there can be some change in the last month, but this pretty much sets the foundation. So we're going to start with, let's see, the order that I wrote it was Brianna and Vincent, Haley and Jacob, Virginia and Eric, Chris and Paige, and Ryan and Clara. So let's just start with Brianna and Vincent. So Bryan and Vincent, I mean, they're doing well. And they're just the easiest to get out the way because they're doing well and they're cute. But I don't know. This episode, I'm just like, I kind of want them to start talking about the practical conversations. Like I feel like all the other couples this week, they're talking about like living together. They're talking about how is their marriage gonna like look in the real world. And I don't see Brianna and Vincent having those types of conversations. So that's the only thing. But it was really cute what he did for her. They were on the lake, they had a nice dinner. The only thing that really annoyed me was when he was like, I don't just like you, I love you. I feel like they always like they joke. I'm just like, just be serious. Just say you love her. Like they always joke when they say I love you, but I guess that's just characteristic of their, relationship. They're goofy, they're fun, they're cute. So yeah, I just want to see a little bit more seriousness from them, but I mean, they're in a good place. I don't anticipate anything's gonna dramatically change in this next month. So yeah. I saw some other people were like, oh, like they just stayed on the dock. They never like moved from the lake. If you live in Atlanta, Lake Lanier, that lake swallows people. So it's a good thing that they didn't go nowhere. Okay. It was a nice little gesture. They don't need to be going anywhere near the water, anywhere near Lake Lanier. Okay. So yeah, so that's Brianna and Vincent. They're good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Jacob and Haley. Okay. Jacob and Haley. Now, you already know this is a Haley stan account. I love Haley. I don't know why, but I just do. But both of them are really irritating me. So she organized this little, tarot card reading with her friend and like to see their charts and to see if they're aligned and stuff. And you could tell she was just looking for a reason. Like she was just looking for a reason to be like, oh, it's not in the cards. We're not meant to be together. We're not compatible. Pack it up. Let's go. She stays looking for a reason out. But I mean, the card reading didn't really go left. I mean, they basically just said, y'all got to release control. Y'all got to stop being so defensive and stuff. I didn't like the way that Jacob was like, he was still like, well, it just looks like you need to do this and you need to do that. I feel like he's just always blaming her and he takes no responsibility and no accountability for where they are in their marriage. Even though Haley does need to open up and she does need to like be more vulnerable and stuff. But as the, tarot card reader said, she was like, yeah, you gotta like that strong energy is making her anxious. So you need to acknowledge that too and just push back a little bit, pull back. So Um, yeah. What else? What else? Yeah, I feel bad that their little celebration went so like it just went so horrible. Like they started off good with the wine and the activity, but it just went so left. And I just feel like it's because Jacob, he just can't get over the fact that that Haley is not physically attracted to him. He I don't know, and I feel like he's holding a grudge. Even though they said they're gonna reset and they're gonna start over, he's still subconsciously holding on to the fact that like the first 4 days were good. The first 4 days, we had a connection and now we don't, and it's her fault. And it's like if you're gonna choose to stay here, you have to let it go. Either let it go or leave because you keep bringing it up. She's apologized for it so many times. And she said that I keep apologizing, but you keep holding it on her head. So y'all are not going to move forward. So I think they both realized that it's over. Jacob was savage, y'all. Did y'all hear what he said? He was like, um, she was like, "Oh, I hug strangers and, I never have to see them again." And he was like, "Well, you're never going to see me again after the 4 weeks." I was like, oh, okay. Like, because there's no coming back from that. Jacob has said low key, not even low key, high key, disrespectful stuff that they're not coming back from. Like, when he accused her of having the boyfriend, when he just said this stuff now, it's like he be saying savage stuff. And it's like, in order for people to have a true reset in any type of relationship, you got to be willing to really forgive and really put the past in the past and really start off with like a blank slate. But they're not willing to do that. And I don't even think they need to do that because I think it's just clear that it was a mismatch. It was a mismatch from jump, and they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. In the previews for next week, it looks like they do some like pumpkin patch activity or some type of bonding or whatever. I think they can be amicable, but they're not going to be together. I hope that they can be friends after this experience or whatever. But I mean, there's really even no need to. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. Um, yeah, yeah. Jacob is over her. Jacob is so over her. But we'll just see. I don't think there's gonna be no change with them. I would be shocked if there was. Um, okay. Virginia and Eric. Virginia and Eric. They they were making me mad this episode too because they when they're with Ryan and Clara or when they're with like, the other couples, they're so quick to be like, everything is just so great. We just have such a great foundation and we're growing in love every day. Y'all be just trying to flex, but y'all actually have issues that y'all don't even talk about, or y'all be beefing and y'all be having like big arguments sometimes. So like, yes, of course everything is good, but like I feel like when you're meeting with the other couples, like you can be real, be vulnerable, tell them what's going on. Like y'all are supposed to be supporting one another. Stop trying to act like y'all have the perfect relationship when y'all get in front of people, But either way, they just be ignoring their issues. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so their picnic. They went to their picnic, and the first thing they do, Virginia's like, "Oh, well, how do you think the other couples are going?" It's like, why y'all talking about that? Y'all barely have time together. Why y'all talking about the other couples? Why y'all have time together? You know what I'm saying? They're just the gossipy, trying to, be in everybody's business, but their own business. Like, handle your business. So they talked about the living situation, which is their business. And Eric wants Virginia to move into to his condo, when the experiment is done. And Virginia doesn't want to do that. And Eric with the ultimatums. Eric is like, well, if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to live with me. And I know where I'm gonna live after this, so you can come if you want to. Y'all already know Virginia is a runner. she says that like this type of thing is making her anxious. She's a runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. Like, why do you keep pushing her to run? I feel like this would have been a prime example, or like a perfect example for Eric to show trust. She said she's not comfortable living in your house, and she wants to stay in her apartment before y'all find a place to live. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I know they're married, and I know it would be ideal. But like, if she doesn't want to, if she doesn't feel comfortable, I feel like that could have been a good example for Eric to show trust. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I just feel like it wasn't a big deal. Like, if she doesn't want to live with you, for just a couple months, I think y'all would be able to make it. Similarly, the reasons that Virginia was giving to not live at Eric's house, just because of the dog, just because of this, it's okay, girl. Come harder, But I think that, like, she's scared to be under, his control. And when you're living in other people's house, it is kind of like, you have to worry about their stuff and worry about the way they do things versus just starting fresh in a different place to live. But I mean, it's temporary. I think it's temporary. So it's like she could live in her house, or you could compromise and live at her house. I know she owns it, but I mean, I know she doesn't own it and you own yours, but I don't know. I feel like Eric could have been doing more to make her feel comfortable, if that's my opinion. So I don't know. Yeah, but he needs to stop with those ultimatums. Like, he needs to stop. You act like you're all committed, and then you threaten to just take away that security that Virginia needs and wants. So I hate when he does that. Let's see. Da 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 da. Okay, yeah, their vow celebration was really cute too. Their vow celebration was cute. They like renewed their vows. Their did I say vow celebration? Their month celebration, their Monthiversary was cute. They renewed their vows. They went up in the plane. He took on a plane ride. That was cute. The gift giving, that was awkward, really awkward. The blanket, that was just awkward. The GPS coordinates thing that he gave her of the picture, I think that was a nice concept, but I don't think she needed a big frame of the GPS coordinates, I think you could have made it into a bracelet or like some type of jewelry or some type of accessory that was just a little bit smaller. Like, what's she gonna do with that big frame? But the thing about Eric is like, he's always like, oh, that's pretty cool, right? Or like, this is nice, right? And you're kind of like, he like looks for validation, and he like tries to garner a certain type of response. If you say, oh, this is a cool gift, right? What's she supposed to say? Yeah, it's cool. But they both kind of look like they were not pleased with the gifts, which I wouldn't be. They were not good gifts. So, but that's okay. It's 1 month in, they don't know what each other likes. They tried. It was a nice gesture. And I didn't see anybody else well, maybe they did, but I didn't see any of the other couples do gifts, so that was nice. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and then they just had like a nice chat about, how they feel, how they're in love, and they're growing. They try to leave us on a cliffhanger as if like as if Eric's love is one-sided, but we all know Virginia loves him. I don't know. I guess they were talking about to what extent, but I don't think that was anything to worry about. Yeah, so yes, they were cute. They just gotta continue working on their issues. All right, so I have Chris and Paige here, but y'all already know. I like to leave them for last because they're just so exhausting. Let's go to Ryan and Clara. Clara, y'all know, and if y'all been rocking with me from the very first episode, I did not like Clara, but she really has grown on me, y'all. She really has grown on me. And let me tell you, like, she grew on me in the honeymoon episode how she was talking to Virginia, how she was sticking up for Paige and everything. And then she grew on me last week, just like hearing about her past relationship and things like that. My perception of her during this episode is this, that I don't think Ryan is emotionally available to give her what she needs. And it's very sad. Like, he is not able to give her the affection and the passion that, hey girl, she's not able to give her the passion and the affection that she needs, to really be in a relationship. She just spent 3 years, like, with somebody that didn't really care about her, and now for Ryan to be all kind of like lackluster, it's, I feel like she was very sad and melancholy the whole episode, and I don't know, Ryan is just so frustrating. Even when they went to go eat with Virginia and Eric, and Clara's like, if you haven't said I love you by 6 months, I'm leaving. And Ryan is just like, they didn't even show Ryan's reaction. They were like, they just showed him like eating or whatever. But it's like, you're saying, she's expressing like what she needs, and you're just kind of like, I don't know. It's like he's not really listening to her. And then at the same time, it's like Virginia asked him like, "Oh, what is are you looking? Are you like not looking, but are you starting to like fall in love with her and stuff?" He keeps saying, "I think we're working on it. We're working on it." That's his answer for everything. We're working on it, Okay, I got a little comment. Okay, he's emotionally cut off. She needs someone who's gonna love her. Exactly. Like, and he's not cutting it. Like he's not passionate. He's like just, and she's such a lover. Like, she's described herself as such a lover, and like, like, it's just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So then he asked her, oh, my earring. So he asked her, no, Clara asked Ryan, what has been the highlight of your month? He said, just having you here. Lackluster, say something specific about Clara. You know what I'm saying? Give her some compliments, give her some words of affirmation. Nothing. Clara also says, do you feel like our leap of faith panned out? He was like, oh yeah, for sure, without a doubt. If Ryan says sure one more time, I'm going to scream. Like, all the man says is sure. I'm like, stop. Like, give us more. He's so annoying. So, I don't know. He doesn't say anything specific about Clara to make me feel like he is falling in love with Clara. He's always like, we're working on it. We are, I'm growing. I'm giving it time. I really feel like he's not, I don't know. I feel like he might pull a Keith on decision day, and he might say no. I feel like he really might say no, because it's just looking like he's too on the fence with her. She needs somebody that's going to be sure about her, Then at the same time, they keep saying things are good. There's no complaints, but they're not really talking about the issue. On Clara's, side, I know that she doesn't want to keep harping on it, like it's up to him to say he loves her, so I understand why she's not bringing it up, but they keep asking about it every single time in the interviews and stuff, and the production be messy with that, and she's sad. You can tell she's sad about it. Yeah. Now the thing is, I don't know why she's moving in her stuff there. If you're not gonna like, you're not even sure he's gonna say I love you, and you're already like taking your stuff there. I will wait to do all of that, because I need to see some promise, Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, oh y'all, when he called her pal, that was disrespectful. That was disrespectful. And he didn't even like realize he slipped up, even if it was like a slip up or a joke or whatever, like, she's trying to have a serious relationship with you. Like, don't call her pal. Like, she looks so bothered, so unsettled, as she should be, So yeah, I don't know. I just think that like Clara is really desiring emotional intimacy, and Ryan cannot provide it. So and she just came from a relationship where she didn't have it. And I think she's like on the fence of like, when should I leave, or when should I, when is enough enough? How much time do I give him? And I just need him to step up to the plate, because it's really not cutting it. And I need Ryan to be more vulnerable with us. So that's all I'm gonna say. All right, Paige and Chris. Okay, so we started with their little basketball scene. Now, that would have been cute if that was in week 1, or I guess the first week that they came back to Atlanta and we didn't know everything we know about him and everything we know about her. But all I could do was just cringe, because I was just like, like, why are y'all even doing this? Like, why are y'all even getting to know each other? So, and like Paige said later, when she was with like Bree and she went out with Bree and Haley, and she was like, the past is really impacting us, getting to know one another. And it's like, okay, this comment says, "Hey Michaela," she says, "Oh, don't even get me started on them. He clearly don't want her. Okay, he doesn't, and he said it with his actions, with his words, with all of that. He even says later, so okay, they go to play pool, which the pool thing was awkward too. They were trying to flirt in the beginning, and I was like, just give it up, okay? They start talking, and he gaslights her about his emotional needs not being met. Chris is claiming that Chris is trying to claim like he's doing all the effort. Like, I'm calling her, she's not answering. I want to hang out with you. You don't want to hang out with me. Are you crazy? Are you delusional? Y'all reset it, right? They said they're gonna take a chance. They're gonna start over. In 1 week, she doesn't match your energy, and you're ready to give up. She's been giving energy though. She's been trying to get to know you and do stuff. And now 1 week you're like, oh, my emotional needs are not being met. Da, da, da. I mean, obviously I don't want them to be together, so it's fine. I don't care. But it's just like how ironic it is that Chris is the one who's like playing victim now. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then he's trying to act like he's doing a lot more effort. If you were really wanting to be doing effort, you would have been staying at the house with her, right? You would have been in the house with her. Y'all wouldn't have had to be calling and setting up dates, because you would have been living with her like every other couple is living together. You know what I'm saying? LOL. When he brought Mercedes to Benz, she should have walked away and slashed his tires for playing with her time. Yo, that's true. But you know what? No, the girl, since that's the girl's car, he doesn't need to slash her. She doesn't need to slash his tires. He needs to slash the Chris's tires. Right? He doesn't. Why doesn't he live there? He doesn't live there because he's not interested in getting to know her, But yeah, so, and she was like, when it was time for me to be my emotional needs, you weren't meeting my emotional needs. So they're just a mess. The funniest thing was when he said, "Oh, I'm a phone call dude. I don't like to be on my phone. I don't like to text." Every single time they're together, the man is on his phone, distracted, don't want to be with her, looking for any other reason to be on his phone. Now all of a sudden you can't shoot a text. It's like, at least make it add up. Make the lies add up, Chris. Oh. He's just like a walking contradiction. That's what I wrote. He's first, in the beginning of the episode, he's like, "I made a vow. I'm fully invested." Then by the end, he's like, "You're not there for me. I'm done. I'm in another time zone. I'm gone. We didn't make it. I'm sorry." But anyways, I'm glad that Paige, I feel like at the end, Paige is like, I'm realizing that this was a dream that I had, to stay in this marriage or to just be married. It didn't matter who I was married to. I wanted to be married. And she, agreed that she let herself, be blinded by a lot. So I'm glad she's coming to that realization. You saw when the producers were like, "Oh, so what does it look like in this process for you going forward?" Why do y'all keep asking her that? why do you all keep wanting her to stay here? You know, at this point, it's like, yeah, anyways, I'm glad she was like, I don't have any reason to, stay here and stuff. So I'm like, exactly, you know? Um, he's trying not to be the bad guy by leaving her. He wants her to walk away so he can play victim. Yeah, that he's narcissistic, he's manipulative, he's crazy. He's crazy. Both of these people, everybody, a lot of these people on the show, everybody needs therapy. They need to confront their demons and all of that before they enter into these marriages, And that's the type of stuff that the experts should have been vetting, but that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, so yeah, Paige was like, it's okay to choose you and da da da. My only thing is, I'm worried that Paige he's gonna come back. He's gonna try to come back. Every time we think the Paige and Chris and saga is over, next week again there's some stuff. But I really don't want to see her on my screen until decision day, because you have no business with this man. No business. I really hope this time when she says, I choose you, I choose myself, I'm gonna, stay away from him. I really hope this is the truth. I hope that Chris doesn't come back with no games, but we all know what a narcissistic does. He needs to have his ego stroked constantly. So anyways, let me see if I had any other notes. Yeah. The fact that he's not living in the house, that blows me. That just blows me. But yeah, y'all, again, I just needed to do this live just because I had so much going on, and it was just easier for me to do a live than to, do a regular video. I didn't really announce it or anything, but if y'all like this, if y'all, because I just found out that you can schedule the live. So I plan to do one for the finale, after decision day, or maybe even like during decision day, like a little watch party or something. So let me know if y'all want to do that. I'm up for that. And yeah, this was this week's episode 11, the Monthiversary. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. This was different for me. I left my comfort zone. I did a live. I don't even go live on my IG or anything like that. So, okay, cool. Yes, that sounds good. Appreciate y'all support. And next week I'll do like a more traditional, video with episode 12. That episode, that looks like it's gonna be wild between Virginia and Eric. In the previews, it looks like she was, doing a lot, So we'll see what happens with Virginia and Eric next week. I'm excited. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Oh, that warmed my heart. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Very impromptu. Next time I'll announce it, or next time I'll try to schedule it. Still new to the YouTube thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next week. Bye. Okay.